Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Bulldozes past him. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Watson now to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll go again with Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Hey, come on.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They need about the length of the football here on first and goal. Jackson will keep it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Jackson's going to try the sneak. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now third and goal.
Hey, report! Report! Hey, report! Report!
They'll look to run with Edwards. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
You see that?
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 31, Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You change it. You change it.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Jackson.
He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The Ravens at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. They have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsom.
There he goes left side. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really started to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fielded right around the 8.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Devin Duvernay.
And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Ravens.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put him on notice.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
From the 25 on second down, Watson going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Watson off play action. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 37. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number number 2.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll find Bateman once more. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Report! No, we changed it. Finish it up!
Jackson now. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Curtis Samuel, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked up.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
After the interception, here's Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Room here to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Now Jackson on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
On first down, Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing is Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Jackson on first down. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And Jackson throwing once more. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
No, we changed it.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. Touchdown! Mark Andrews from 19 yards away. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Watson now to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man down the field. It's Bateman. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Watson on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. That one goes for 24 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back to throw, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Hey, come on.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
He's got room past the 30. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, it's Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time. To throw is Jackson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Khalif Raymond. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 27, Jackson. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson flushed out right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And this offense on third down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now a first down throw, Watson.
They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's 2nd down.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they got the big lead here in the 4th.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Andrews.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Brings up 2nd and 2. From the gun, Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to